Welcome to another Dark Lime channel video. This time with the most independent musician on earth, Peter Van Toy. No record labels, no music recorded, no recording allowed in his concerts. The concept is very simple, just relax and enjoy. And this freedom makes him great. You can expect brilliant music when you see him with a band. Before another international tour begins, we have the chance for a quick and wicked interview. Check it out.
The main difference would be that when I'm playing with a band, I really rely on the energy of the drummer to push me forward, and so I don't have to pound as hard as I do with my right hand. But since I really do like that energy when I play acoustic, it's very physical, just because I'm trying to emulate what I hear in my head of drums and bass that could be on it, and I'm by myself, so I'm just trying to put all that into one guitar, which makes the playing a bit more challenging acoustic wise. But the freedom is great though, because I'm just by myself. I can screw around with my structures, my arrangements, harmonies or whatever, and it works great. So two very different things. I think ultimately I still like acoustic better, just because of the freedom and the fact that I can tour by myself. So the Dolls of Mass Destruction was meant to be a one-off project. I call it like that because the drummer and bass player, they're like two badass looking dudes with tattoos. I was like, oh, I'll call them my little dolls, and I found it quite funny. It wasn't meant to be done again. It was literally meant to be a one-off gig for my 2-year anniversary show. So it's going to happen again 23rd of May at O2 Islington, supporting Sinestro Total from Spain. And for that gig, I had to find musicians in London. So I'm getting a new rhythm section, Akos Jean on drums, Terry Hamilton on bass, and then I'm sticking with the same brass section that I had at the other gig, which is Hannah Rose on saxophone and Adam on trumpet. Best gig? That's really hard. The best one is always really hard to tell, because experiences are very different live, and sometimes a gig will be great because it's very intimate. Another gig will be great just because you have an amazing crowd that's really responsive and all that. So I would have a hard time saying. As worst gig, I guess it's more a general experience that was really shit. It was last time I played in Berlin, and it was my first time in Berlin. I had never visited that city. I got there, a cool place that's called What Would Dave Lombardo Do? Just because the guy who owns it is a massive fan of Fantomas and noise in general. Got there, played the gig. It was the summer. Basically everyone was outside, no one in. I played for maybe 3 or 4 people, and it was a mess. And then I asked the promoter, it's like, well, did you enjoy it at least? And he's like, sorry man, there was too much emotion in what you do, and I don't deal well with emotion. So I was like, okay. At least it's nice, it's nice bad feedback. Night goes on, I meant to sleep at my cousin's place. He hasn't showed up, and I was like, hey dude, where you at? It's like, oh yeah, you're in Berlin. Well, I'm in Hamburg. It's like, great, dude, I'm supposed to sleep at your place tonight. I don't know where to crash. Okay, well, I'll find something out for you. That goes on. At that point, I'm at the bar. It's a gin bar, so I'm drinking gin, just thinking, oh my god, that was the worst last gig on a tour that you could do. So I'm drinking gin. Some lady comes up to me and asks me for directions, and I don't know where I am, so I said, sorry. The barman comes over, is like, check your wallet. I'm a bit drunk. I was like, what? Check your wallet. I said, it was it. And I look at her, I was like, man, it's gone. And he, luckily, it was like the only really fit waiter in that bar. He just dashes off and starts running for the lady. At that point, just fuck it, light another cigarette, order another gin, thinking, nah, my passport's in there, my tour money, my credit card, fuck it all. And came back 10 minutes later with my wallet. My cousin called me saying, "I found you a place to sleep." And at that point, I'm like, yes! I took a taxi and crashed it out. Oh yeah, that was South America are just more liberated people, and they don't give a fuck. People in Europe are a bit shy and like, we like this, blah, blah, blah. In South America, you get people dancing, you get people shouting, and yeah, it's really fun playing over there. Looking forward to going back. What can you expect? A full-on 30-minute show? What I try to deliver at every gig is just as much energy as I can, because again, I'm by myself, but I do like to put on a show, so it needs to be heartfelt, and it needs to have a lot of energy. And then just a good vibe with the crowd. I like talking to the audience. When you're by yourself on a stage, the audience pretty much needs to be your friend, or else you tend to feel really lonely. So ultimately, I just say 30 minutes of fun, good music, and yeah, and a few drinks after. It's very easy. It's going to be Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. It was one of my first albums that I had when I was a kid. And yeah, I just never got tired of it. And all the songs are great on it. So, yeah, definitely that one. The songwriting was great. I remember Rocket Queen is the last song on that track, I think. And it's an amazing way to end an album. It's just epic and quite surprising for a hard rock band, because usually hard rock is very done in a formatted way, and they really had their own shit. It was cool.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 1,000 duck-sized horses?
Okay. What would I rather fight? What I'd rather fight is not really the question. I wouldn't fight any enough shit in this world going on. I'm not fighting ducks. If you could take all the ego out of your band, what would that change in terms of songwriting and the way you perceive your band?